Afternoon, VC. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Cooper Kupp will have more yards in the first Rams drive than the Bengals have all day. So while that garbage is going on, I'll be doing other things. As far as vinyl's concerned, it's a pretty light week here at the Ghetto Record Fortress. But I did want to jump on and show what came in, especially because of the package that arrived from Lemgo, Germany. You all remember Diana Biernat from Dig It in the Crate. It's been a while since she's done a video, but she's on Instagram still and posts some things here and there. But she now helps run a shop there, White Rabbit, books, records, coffee, with her husband there, and they had this particular record, so this is what arrived. We got Zygmunt Namaszkowski Quartet, Polish jazz, and this is one of the main titles I wanted to get on this label, and this is on the Polskie Nagrania Muza label. And it's original stereo pressing, I think from 1966 off the top of my head. I can't recall the year exactly, but I put this in the brain to seek out as soon as I heard a sample from this from Tom over at FXP channel, Polish Mafia, and I'll take it out here and show it to you. It's on the lovely Musa label there. And this is in fantastic shape for how old this record is. And very, very happy that this arrived. This is a very diverse record for a Polish jazz record from this time period. And Namaszkowski's a great alto player. He's got piano, bass, and drums behind him, all Polish players. I'm not going to butcher all their names here, but the first side is, there is some free improv here, not much. It's more avant, some repetitive avant playing. And some of the style is, to me, similar to what was going on a few years prior in Sweden. So that Euro type jazz sound. But the Francis the Terror is a really long cut that ends side one. That's fantastic. Side B, it really changes up. And there's a ballad on side B. I think it's the second cut, My Dominique. And his tone is that of Dexter Gordon on that particular cut, which is fantastic. Like I said, some of his playing reminds me of some of the Swedish players on the first side. But it ends with a track called Mead Drinker Lola. What a great name of a cut. It's very short, and it's more, I think it's traditional Polish music. So yeah, but this is a fantastic one. One of the bigger ones. There's a few others that I'd like to find on this label, but this one was a big one. So yeah, there's that. Now, with this package, she sent a piece of her artwork. Just absolutely amazing. This is her print of Albert Ayler. I believe that's watercolor. This was her interpretation of Albert upon listening to Spiritual Unity. From 1965, which is on ESP disc, which is one I'm still looking for. But yeah, With Love, Crade 1. It's crade.one is, I think she's got a website where you can purchase her artwork. So I would check that out. Absolutely fantastic. So I keep this with that record. Next up, this arrived from the cornfields of Iowa. Keith Hudson, From One Extreme to Another. I think that the record store's RPM or something like that. They have merged onto Instagram with links to buy when they get collections in now. So it's very dangerous. Even more so than Discogs was for me. But yeah, here this is. This is original U.S. pressing, so pressed on joint production in Jamaica, Queens. I think it's a joint label. Let's see. It's a white label. Yeah, Joint International. There's your. It's not a promo though, I don't believe. But great roots reggae. Keith Hudson, as you know, is I'm a big fan of. So this was one I didn't have. Hard to come by. Great roots reggae vocalist. Leroy Roots is on rhythm guitar on this. Lee Sager's on lead guitar and piano. Some cool cats on this. Not a record I'd ever seen before, so I kind of had to jump on it when they got this. They got a really good reggae collection in, which is crazy in Iowa. But yeah, there's that one. Next up, so I've had good luck out of a couple of auctions with Carolina Soul lately. As far as deals are concerned, they're still available. I mean, you got to dig through the weeds with them now. But got an original on Delmark of Richard Abrams, Levels and Degrees of Light, and I got this for a third of what it goes for. I still can't believe it. This is one I really didn't think I was gonna own. But yeah, I've got a comp of Muhal Richard Abrams with the Bird Song on it, which is takes up the entirety of the B-side, and it's kind of a wild song. But yeah, this has got 2 tracks on the A, Levels and Degrees of Light, and My Thoughts Are My Future Now and Forever. Anthony Braxton on alto, Leroy Jenkins violin, Maurice McIntyre tenor, just to name a few. Hell of a cast of characters here. Of course, Muhal Richard Abrams from Art Ensemble of Chicago. And the cover's not in the best of shape, which is maybe why I was able to get such a sick deal on that. But I don't know. I know a lot of people that really enjoy that record. It's not my personal favorite of all the different kind of solo things that the guys in Art Ensemble did. He's got some other records I dig more, but it's really good. Jazz. Avant. In Nature. Next up, this came from Bill at the Vinyl Verse. He let John and I know that he had upgraded this record, and so I was like, well, what are you going to do with your other copy? And so I bought it from him. And it's a bootleg copy of Asherah Temple, Schwenungen. I didn't have any Asherah Temple in the collection, and when it comes to this genre, I don't mind getting cheap reissues or whatever I can get my hands on with the Krautrock. I get enough other stuff with original pressings that I have to deal with. So really appreciate getting this to me, Bill. It's, of course, Bill takes fantastic care of his records. This is as dead mint as you can get it. Gatefold. It's got a really nice inner sleeve where the record comes out the side, and it's a heavy-duty pressing, and it's got the it's just similar to the original with the or labels. Very cool. Show you those. This is wild stuff. Not my favorite from Asherah Temple, but happy to have it. I mean, all my can are spoon reissues, and I don't need originals of the Krautrock stuff. That stuff doesn't pop up down here hardly ever, so nice cheap copy of that does me just fine. Last but not least, Kieran over Needle Groove played some of this in his last video, and I had to seek it out, and it was super cheap. It was like 13 Canadian. But you have to get it shipped from Canada. And it arrived, and the guy shipped it in less than a box. I mean, I don't even know what the hell to call it. And of course, it was listed as mint sealed. And it's a record from '87. A Canadian group, and this is called Silk Stockings. And this is an absolutely fantastic record. one of my favorite listens this year. I really dig this. This is just very diverse, and it's hard to describe. Richard Bernard on the drums and percussion here is phenomenal throughout this record. Very diverse stuff going on with him. There is a guitarist on this, Rainer Wines, but this is not a fusion record by any means as far as fusion goes for me. There are some different things that have some world leanings to it going on here. Mike Murley's on sax, Jim Lewis trumpet, George Culler on the stand-up bass. Yeah, this is an unbelievable record. I'm very surprised how much I enjoyed this. And it's slightly warped, but very playable. Sounds fantastic. The fish on the label. Not a lot of copies, but the sleeve is absolutely, you can't tell because it's a white sleeve in the video, but I mean, this corner's absolutely bashed into oblivion. This one got bent over itself, so now there's a 5-inch crease all the way up the back. This corner's bashed in, seam split here, and could have also got slightly warped in transit. So I almost wish this guy wouldn't have even sent it. I wish he would have just taken my money and disappeared so that this record would have lived a better life. But it's gonna be, at least I can play it. That's the main thing anyway. But when you buy a record listed mint, that's what you expect to receive. The guy says he's gonna make good on it and either issue me a full refund or send another copy because he says he has another copy. But I'll believe it when I see it. He's in Canada. What the hell does he care? Again, I had to go back to Discogs to get that. And yeah, I've had this run of Discogs that's just a fucking nightmare. And so that's why now I literally had to teach myself a lesson by going back there to get a record and realizing that's just the wrong, it's just not where you go to get records anymore. It's fucking travesty, that goddamn Discogs. I mean, this guy had perfect feedback. So, you know, it ain't like a buyer beware situation where, oh, maybe there's like 100 positives and 5 negatives and the negatives are, you know, what they are. No, this guy had perfect feedback. But people these days just don't fucking think. I mean, look at the world situation. I mean, what the hell happened to this record? Did the guys at the border get a hold of this and throw it at the cops in Windsor or whatever the fuck? All right, that's my rant for today. Aaron Donald has 8 sacks in the first half. Peace.